Hey everyone, welcome back to First Play, the show where we tried to learn the rules while you guys watch us do it from home. Today we have a new person joining us, Chris. Say hello to everybody. Everybody say hello to Chris.
Hello. Hello.
And then usual suspects, I'm John, Shelby, Josh, and Mike. Alright, today we're playing Tiny Towns, which is a game about building towns, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
And slaying dragons.
No,
that was the
no.
previous session.
Yeah.
You missed a good one, by the way.
I know, I watched it.
It
I
was
watched
good.
it.
It
It
was
was
fun.
good.
Alright, cool. Alright. Anyway, so you're gonna guide us. Who's
I
doing the
got
rules?
rules
You got the
today.
rules.
It's gonna be Josh
Oh, man,
today.
Shelby's gonna win.
I know, right? Yes, I get one.
So we went ahead and set up already, like we usually do. This game's got some pretty nice little.
Yeah, the meeples are nice.
Yeah.
I don't know that much. This looks like a church.
True
I'm
stuff.
guessing it's a church.
That is a church. It's an abbey.
So-
Good job.
Bingo, bango.
As usual, it has recommended setup for the starting, things you should do. We're skipping all that. We're just doing a first play. So the first thing we did is it tells you to grab this college card, which is marked by the college here at the bottom. That is like the standard card. And it has to go through and collect the rest of these cards that all have different pictures on the back. And it has a recommended first time playing lineup, which is our simple buildings.
But
or
we're
the
not
variant
doing
rule
that.
we are not doing is you
We're
take the
gluttons
4
for
of
punishment.
each, shuffle them, and then randomly put one out. So that's what we did.
Okay.
Another rule that they have is the last person who built something the most recently in real life is the master builder, and they get to start the turn. And there's a rule for that it goes around. We're throwing that out. We're going to go with a random thing. We're going to have a mayor. I elected myself because of camera positioning. So it has
As long as
these-
it's democratic.
So
Where's the bribe?
so it has these cards that we start off with that are the town hall cards. So we shuffle them, which we did already. You take the top 5 and we're going to put them out here for us. And this is a resource pool that will take effect on turn 3.
So we got stone, brick,
Yep,
on
and we
turn
double the
3.
one weight. Yeah. And then turn 1, Mayor's going to turn the top card over and everyone's going to collect that resource. Turn 2, we'll collect the second resource when we turn the card. And then on turn 3, you get to pick one from the 5 that are out already.
Alright. Each one of us got a secret objective.
Everybody's got one. Yep. That's another thing that we did. Another rule that they say not to start off with, but we're doing it anyways. They have these monument cards. The pile gets shuffled. Everybody gets 2. You pick one to keep, and everyone gets to try to build a monument in their tiny town. What else am I forgetting? I think that's about it. Your board state. You're going to collect one of the resources as they get revealed to us. You're going to put it anywhere on the board that you want. You're trying to create these patterns. It doesn't matter which way it's on your board as long as it is corresponding this way. So you could have these, you could have these 3 built this way with that one there. You could have it this way on your board, that way on your board, that
So I
way
gotta
on the
make
board.
that pattern.
As long as you make that pattern, you can construct it.
That's what that means. Okay.
So if you guys are ready, I think we'll kind
And
of...
the colors of the
Okay.
pattern mean something?
Yes.
Yes, so they're the
So,
resource colors.
Yeah, so wheat for yellow, glass is blue, bricks are red, stone is white, and then the brown ones are
You
wood.
see them all?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so and by the way, diagonal is not adjacent.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has to be up, down, left, right.
My question is, after you get the resources, how do you change the resources for the actual buildings?
So when you get a resource, you can put it anywhere on your square grid. Once a resource is placed, you cannot move it. And you just try to build into the things. And once you have enough to build something, at the end of a resource placement, we'll do a construction phase, and you can build a building. You'll remove all the resources for that building, and then you'll put the corresponding meeple on your card in that place.
In
you'll
one
put-
on
of
the
those
card.
spaces.
on the card, in one of the places where the resource was removed from.
So you gotta be careful because you're gonna run out of space.
Yes.
And the other thing that to mention for the 2 of you, at the end of the game, you're going to end up with everything full with either buildings or resources,
Yeah.
and you're going to end up taking the resources off to score per se,
Mhm.
and then they're going to end up being empty spaces, and you get -1 victory point for every empty space at the end of
Yep.
the game.
Okay.
And we'll keep
So
going
you got to
until...
you got to try to build all your buildings in
Yeah.
complex patterns during this whole time to try to.
Yep. So we'll keep going until nobody can place a building anymore. Once that hits, the game's over. But if we keep going and say, I filled up my board, I'm now out of the game, you guys will keep going as long as you guys can keep building or placing resources. The game will keep going until nobody can do it.
I do have a question. It appears that this monument, right, it's something that you build and put
Yes.
on here.
You
That's
still
when you
have to-
So
score.
you can, and it's a one-time build also. That's another thing.
Well, if it's like one of these, that says gets you victory points, those are counted at the end of the game.
That's fair. Yeah.
If it has an ability that activates when you play the building,
Yeah.
like mine does, you have to do it immediately because it says immediately.
Yeah.
So the other question I had about the monument was if, like he said, there's some that score at the end of the game. If you don't build a monument, I'm guessing you don't get the points.
Yeah.
Right.
And then one other thing that I just remembered is for your cottages, in order for you to score for them, they have to be fed. And in order to feed them, you have to have some sort of farm, which we have a greenhouse for ourselves. So, and then the way it works, as I was reading the special building rules earlier, a greenhouse feeds one contiguous group of cottages that are adjacent, up, down, left, and right to each other. This group does not have to be adjacent to the greenhouse. So if you have a full row of cottages and a greenhouse here, it feeds all of the cottages. You don't have to keep building more. But if you have a row here and a row here of cottages, you need 2 greenhouses, one for each
Do
row.
the greenhouses have to touch the cottages?
No.
No,
They have to touch each other.
the cottages have to be
The
adjacent to
cottages
each
have to
other.
touch each
The
other.
cottage has
Yeah.
to be a group of
Well,
cottages.
yeah, there's victory points if, for instance, this one is not adjacent to 3 different buildings. You have to look at the victory point qualifiers on the bottom of every card.
They all have different
They all have
things they
special
want. The abbey, your church, wants to not be near the inn, the market, or the warehouse.
That makes sense.
Fountains are only scored if you have 2 of them that are adjacent to each other.
Market.
The market gives you a point for each one in the same row or the same column. It's not
Not both.
both. So it doesn't. It behooves you to just build them this way or this way. If you do both, you only can score one direction.
And so these buildings stay permanent, or we
Yes,
draw
once you
new
put
ones?
them on
No,
here,
no,
they
no,
stay.
no.
Yeah, these also stay.
Permanent.
Yes.
What if you build a market here, here, and here, so you can score it that way with this one, and you can score it that way?
No,
with
you
that
can
one?
do one or the other. You can do a row
cannot
here
do
and a
both.
row here for 2 rows.
It says specifically you can't do both.
Yeah,
right on the card.
Is in the rules.
Okay.
Market
on the
sold
bottom
for
of the card.
either a row or a column, but not both.
You pick.
Yep.
So whichever
if
one's
you-
longer.
If you did this way, because of the way you're placing resources, you weren't able to continue this way, and you end up going through this way, you can get your 3 points as opposed to the 2.
So we
So
don't
every time they're fed, they get 3 victory points.
At the
And-
end of the
and when
game,
we get
if
scored.
they are fed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it
those
feeds
are
them
community cards.
Yeah.
It feeds
We
them
don't pick those up.
if they're in a contiguous
No,
group.
No, I get
once
that.
you build
And
this,
what
you'll
happens
have a
if
red
you
one
don't have
and
enough
put
to
it
feed
on
them?
one of
They
the
go away.
squares. Okay.
They count 0 points.
But,
You built them, but they get no victory points.
okay, I understand. In order to score the points, you got to feed them. But you could have as many cottages as you want. They're just
Yeah.
not going to get points on them. I was wondering if they went away because you didn't feed them every
No, they
turn.
don't
or-
go away.
No.
All right.
Hmm.
We shall start.
Hmm.
So everyone's going to collect a piece of wood.
And you have to place it somewhere on your table, right? On
Yes, and it has to go anywhere on your board.
I invite the what were the ones I needed here? Okay. Oh, and coincidentally, that's the one you're not going to be able to select for. Interesting. Okay. All right, fine.
Okay.
John's still
So you have to, you have to put it in your town somewhere.
I'm working on.
All right. So once everyone's put down, if we had more pieces in play, we could go to construction phase, and you'd be announced, "Hey, I'm going to build a building."
Well, considering
you
the smallest
put your
building
building.
here
Yep.
needs 2, and I don't think that's going to.
So now everyone gets a brick.
Oh boy.
Stop doing stuff I don't need.
Yeah, well, that's the problem, isn't it?
What a jerk.
All right. And then round 3, you get to pick one of the resources here now that are not from our discard pile. So you can pick whichever one you want. You get a stone, a brick, a wheat, or a glass.
So.
Oh, that's in there.
Glass?
Yeah, that's not going to help.
I'll take another stone. Boop.
All right. And then round 4. More stone.
Stone. Stone, 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 stone.
Everyone plays? Cool. I'm building a building. I'm building a fountain.
Good for you.
Happy for you.
And then your resources go back into the resource pool after you've built something.
Yeah, I figured.
All right. So that was 4 glass for everyone.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I need a glass, actually. Thanks. Finally.
Okay.
You can build more than one building, right?
If you
have
Yes,
stuff.
if
Okay.
you have the resources for
Just
it.
checking.
And you can only use whatever building you're going to building. You can't share resources basically if you're trying to build two at the same
No,
time.
understand.
And then round 6, everybody can pick whatever you want from the middle from these choices.
Oh, that'll take a wheat, I think. Thank you. And when do we build?
After everyone's placed their pieces. Mine's going there. Very good. All right, I'm building a building.
So am I.
So why? Immediately place a building on an empty square in your town. Besides the fact that I get to place this one.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
So I get to
Market.
immediately place a
Yeah,
greenhouse.
market.
Oh, always orange. Yeah. I get 2 victory points, and at the end of the game, all of my empty squares are worth nothing instead of -1 point.
That's very
Oh,
nice.
that's a very good one. Yeah, this one's just worth 3 just for being on the board, and that's it. So.
Yeah.
But I got a
Well,
free
good.
building.
All right. More glass.
Glass, you say?
I did.
What a jerk.
Yeah, that's kind of annoying a little bit.
Little bit. I know little what.
All right. Very good.
Yep.
Bricks.
Where's a razor?
Brick is acceptable.
Yeah.
All right. Then whatever you want from the middle.
I'll take.
Take a week, please.
Everybody placed, I'm going to build a
Yeah,
building.
I am
So
too.
here. I'll take a
I'm
cottage.
building an abbey.
What are you building?
I built my
Oh,
obelisk.
nice.
And now it says you may place all future buildings on any empty square in your town.
Oh, you don't have to build on one of those
That's pretty good.
resource spaces. That's cool.
That's crazy.
That allows for some serious machinations.
Everybody good?
Yep.
All right. More wheat for everyone.
You don't say.
Oh, I did that backwards.
I hate it when I do that.
Well,
yeah,
that,
wheat.
that
huh?
messed me up, didn't it? Well, not
Sometimes
really.
it will.
I could- Okay, so if I do it, yikes, I did it
Yeah,
backwards.
it's backwards.
Oh well. I think I'll just fill
Okay,
up the board
everybody
with
placed.
all
I'll
resources
take
and be out
a
of the
cottage.
game. It's a simple.
Cottage, please.
All right. Stone for everyone.
Stone, you say, huh?
What am I gonna do?
Stone.
What am I gonna do with the stone?
I think I know what I'm gonna do. with
See,
this stone.
stone. That's crazy. What?
Not much is what I'm gonna do with this stone.
Exactly. Okay.
Does it want to be next to
The market, the warehouse, or,
Or
the
the inn.
inn.
the inn? So it's okay being next to houses.
Yep.
Doesn't mind little screaming children running around.
Nope.
It's those drunkards at the inn we gotta stay away from.
Right.
What in the world?
I don't remember what building I was gonna build with the stone out there.
Okay, I got it now.
Everybody good? I'm building a building.
Good for you.
I'm happy for you.
I need an abbey, please.
Gosh, it's cheap.
Since I
Well,
did
yeah,
this
you saw
backwards,
how
I
you ran the
totally-
elections, right?
Totally messed up my setup here. Having to adjust.
All right. And then everybody gets to pick one they want.
I don't
One
want
that I
anything.
want.
Take a brick, please.
I'm going to take a brick as well.
I'll take one of these.
Oh, is this going to be a
Is
mess?
this a build phase now?
Yeah.
All right,
I'm
I'll
gonna
build a
I'm gonna
fountain.
build a cottage.
Cottage.
Cottage. Fountain for me, please.
Oh, fountain.
Fountain.
Okay.
Back to random. Right, yeah. Wood for everyone.
Wood.
Wood.
What do I want with this?
Cool.
Okay, I can do wood.
I'm gonna build again. This time I'm gonna build a fountain.
Okay.
Excellent.
Everybody good?
Yeah.
No, but no.
More wood.
I don't want wood.
Yeah, neither do I, dude. Stop being a jerk.
What the heck?
Shuffle, 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 shuffle.
What am I gonna do with this?
A whole lot of nothing is what I was thinking, but
Yeah, I'm gonna end up filling this up without building anything. Because I did one pattern backwards.
that's bad.
I can't get it off the table.
Alright,
can't
so
get them
since
off.
we used all the cards. we're going
Once you
to
do, you
get
place one
5 new
backwards,
ones
you
again.
can't get it off. It's stuck.
And
I
our
thought you could rotate the card to make sure it fits
It's
you.
backwards.
Like the
yeah,
pattern is
yeah.
backward.
He
Yeah.
inverted it.
Well,
Stone
if
for
you put a
everyone.
glass though in that corner, it'll work. And you can take off the orange and yellow with the glass in the middle.
And you said you don't score for fountains unless you put 2 together?
Yep.
Good to get. Which
Stone.
second? What
Stone
are you
for
talking
everybody.
about?
Stone. Right.
Cool.
So you see that empty square right next to your.
You see that
brick?
empty square?
Right next to the brick.
There's
Next
2
to the
empty
brick.
squares next to the brick.
This one or that one?
Nope, towards you. One towards you.
This-
Right there. That one. If you put a glass there, the pattern for the cottage works. So you'll be able to
Yeah,
remove
point.
the black. The
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
but then the cottages don't go in the order that they were supposed to go in to be.
Right, but I mean,
adjacent
you'll be
to
able
the
to,
field.
but you'll still be able to take one off, is what I'm saying.
I like to build another
Oh.
fountain.
I'll be in the fountain too.
So what are we doing? Stone that I don't
Stone.
want?
Yeah,
Jeez.
I don't want stone either, but that's
I
what
told
it
you the
is.
mayor's a jerk.
It's
Tried to explain this to you.
Okay.
That's just ridiculous.
Agreed.
Because I can't. Okay, so stone. Alright, well, I'm going to do that and build a fountain.
There you go.
Just get rid of these 2 off the table. It's not going to count me anything, though, for anything.
Not yet.
Well, it's not where it's supposed to be.
Yeah, I get you.
brick.
What the
Yeah.
hell?
Okay, dude. You're sort of starting to redeem yourself. Keep on going on that pattern and we'll be okay.
Alright, I guess things are gold rose
Yikes.
now. Let's do.
I don't think this is going to work.
Okay. And then you get to pick one of your choices from wood, glass, or brick this time.
Wood, glass, or brick, you say. I'll take glass.
And that will get me to build another cottage.
Same for me. I'll take
Also,
Yes.
there's no yellow, is there?
Nope. You got shuffled back in.
So what do I need here? I was going to... Yellow. Yellow to complete every one of my buildings.
sorry.
That's just absurd. Okay, so I can have wood.
Yep.
And I can build another fountain. To get these off of here.
Everybody good?
Everybody good.
Stone.
Jeez. Give me a yellow one.
Stone, you say. Stone.
This is becoming pretty
Oh, stone.
much absurd is all I gotta
I'll
say.
build a fountain.
I will also build a fountain.
Pretty much absurd.
What happens when you run out of meeples? I'm guessing you can't build that type of building anymore.
I guess.
It's a race to the fountains. Get off my fountains. Go away. You too, Chris.
Be gone!
Oh, my fun. Oh, Mike's got 3 too. Shuck, nagama.
Yeah, but they're not adjacent.
Yeah, 2 are.
Yeah? Are you flipping
For
cards?
those of you that are building mini fountains, fountains cannot score more than 2 points.
Now you tell
So
us.
building more than 2 is
Well,
not worth it.
But if they're separate, like if I have 2 here and I have 2 over here.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Then I'm placing this one here.
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying something.
Yeah.
Nice.
But
It's
you
way
got
too
2.
late. No, I was
no,
about
you're
to build
good.
a whole chain of them here. Because I have nothing better to do because I don't have any yellow resources.
Eh.
Whack! Something that needed to be mentioned a long time ago.
I said it to you earlier before we even started this. I read all of them to the 3 of us.
That's like a 6-page rule book, and you managed to
Right.
F it up. All right, fine.
Wheat.
Yeah, go shove it up your.
All right. So which one needs to go first?
Wheat, you say, huh?
Wheat.
Wheat.
Okay, so this one needs to go first. Off the cottage. Yay. Oh yeah, because then
I'm building a warehouse.
Aren't you special?
yeah, I should have done that with my free building. Then I wouldn't
What's
have
the
had
warehouse?
this. Then I wouldn't have had this
You can
problem.
store resources on it
So
instead
whenever
of.
you have to
Nice.
get one, you can throw it into the warehouse instead. And then if you get one that you don't like, you can trade from the warehouse. The warehouse
But it
can
only
gain
keeps
up
one.
to 3.
Up to 3.
It can never lose though.
And you still lose 1 victory point for every resource you've left in it at the end of the game.
Yes.
So you can't just.
Hoard it.
You can never empty it.
You can never empty
Yeah.
the warehouse. So.
Yeah, it can only increase. It can never empty.
Okay.
Everybody good? And then pick your own.
Yay!
Oh, pick some glass.
Build a
That's
cottage.
not glass. That's glass.
So I got something accomplished anyway.
As well.
I'm gonna build.
Amazingly enough,
I'm gonna build a church or an abbey.
if not adjacent, so it's worth something. But I don't think I'm gonna be able. Might be able to do that one.
All right. More wood.
Hey, you're on a roll, man.
And build
So that's the one that
fountain.
goes here to build a fountain there.
More wheat.
Wheat. Wow. Were you intentionally making a read? Oh no, you weren't. What a jerk, man. What a jerk. Yeah.
No, it-
That's all right, but for me, I mean,
Oh, did I just almost do what Mike did? I sure did. Am I working in the wrong spot?
Wah, 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 wah.
Glad I saw that before I put down the wheat. Now I gotta figure out a way to get rid of this stuff.
It does proves that Mary's human. He screwed up too.
Can I see that car when you're done with
Sure
it?
you
Because
go.
I
Yeah,
want to make sure I
I'm
don't make your mistake. We'll call it the Mike maneuver.
yeah.
I see how where the problem may be with this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because you can't revert it that way. It's gotta be this way.
Oh, this is gonna be bad until I get rid of that out of there.
Tell me about it. Okay.
All right, take
Okay.
what you want.
Out of that choice, good.
I'll take a wood.
Yay.
I need another cottage.
Me too.
Cottage. Could I have a greenhouse, please? I don't know where.
The red one
this,
right there.
That's a greenhouse.
Yay.
Yay! My houses are now fed.
And now I have a dead square, so I can put something I just totally don't want.
Sweet.
There.
Stone.
That's pretty interesting. Anyway.
I can't even do that. That doesn't make sense, right?
Okay.
Yeah, we said that as long as you have a greenhouse, all your cottages are
The
fed.
continuous
The
one.
continuous
So if you make 2
line,
groups,
yeah.
only one group is fed. You need two
Yeah.
greenhouses.
All right, and then I leave you to. Yeah, we're going back to this. Stone.
Of course,
Stone. Stone. Stony. Estonia está aquí. What?
I'm gonna build a market.
Market.
Good for you.
Thank you. Everybody good?
Yeah.
Why not?
All right, wood.
Yay!
Wood, you
Amazing.
say.
Hey,
Oh,
I feel a
actually,
fountain coming
convenient.
on.
I'm also building a
Yeah, that
fountain.
just happened.
Yeah.
Fountain it is.
Got a market.
How do I want to do this? I'm not blocking this stuff.
Yes, exactly. Things are, is what they are.
All right, then one of your choice.
Oh, this is going to be a tough one now.
One of my
Cottage.
choice.
Cottage, please.
From what's out there, so
Wood, glass, or
wood.
brick.
Okay, so wheat's not available. What you need, a cottage.
Yes, please. Thank you.
Here's your cottage.
Greenhouse, please.
A greenhouse for the man.
This will be interesting. I wonder if I'll get what I
I'll
need.
do- Yeah, that's the question. I mean,
That
there's
is
some
the
blue.
question, yeah.
But the other one I want. Oh wait, it's available. It is a brick. Okay.
Everybody ready?
Yeah.
Not
Not what I wanted.
wanted.
Not what I wanted.
Cottage.
What a little pooper.
I'm gonna do that and get a
Cottage.
greenhouse.
See, I knew you'd turn it around, Mike.
Yeah, well, look at what I'm having to fill up
I
with,
know.
though.
Now,
dude.
I know.
the church doesn't want to be next to the inn.
So now the
Warehouse
question
to into the
is, can
market.
I get
Of
one more
You
cottage
can do it diagonally,
Mhm.
not up, down, left, or right.
in by exact correct
Which is why I'm
resources?
good.
So I have a question for you. Are these invertible? Like,
You can do them any way around, but they have to
yeah,
be.
they have
They're
to
not
be so-
this
yeah,
way. Like
that's
Yeah.
basically yeah.
I did it
That
this
was,
way.
yeah, that was the
Oops.
problem. Yeah.
Which is what I almost did here too, and now I gotta figure out how to get that out of there.
Well, yeah,
Good
this
luck.
is a useless. This cube here is.
Well, yeah, because
Yeah, I'm gonna have to.
I mean, I suppose if you put a stone next to it, you could build a fountain
Okay,
here.
now do we get to
or
pick?
3 groups of fountains?
yeah, well,
Yeah. No, one more card.
One more card.
Bricks for
oh,
everybody.
now there's the
Oh,
problem.
that's beautiful. Okay, so I'm going
like
to.
the card I needed. Oh yeah, okay,
I'm gonna
perfect.
put
So
that
I
there.
am building that right here.
I'm gonna build
Sweet.
my monument. Because I built it with 6 buildings, it's worth 8 victory points.
Okay, good for you.
Sweet.
Yay.
Whoa.
That worked out. How am I cheating? I'm not reading the rule book this
You are
time.
100% correct.
So this is going to be a race as to what turns over first.
Oh, sorry. One more turn of pick what you want before you shuffle.
Pick what I want.
Yeah,
Oh well,
what
can
you
I build my
want.
building first?
What? Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. If you were doing.
I'll take a glass.
This is going to be a race to see if the exact 2 resources show up
Take your glasses.
next within the next 2.
I will build an inn.
You're going to be flipping 2 random resources, aren't you?
Yeah, 2 randoms and then.
Oh boy.
Pool.
That's what happens when you pre-build
Everybody
2
good?
patterns.
Yeah.
You still thinking?
If I
No,
don't,
I'm good.
Okay.
if I don't get one of the 2 resources that builds a building in the next 2 draws, I'm over.
Over in Dune.
Yep, because I have 2 buildings pre-set up for the same space. So one of them has to be built, so I can build the other one.
Wow.
It's a
Oh
sand
well,
one
that's
pack.
perfect if you
Sand
get the
effect.
Stone first.
yes
Stone.
fountain. Perfect.
Fountain crazy bad.
Stone. I can't do it.
Hey.
That was a thank you. Now I can't fail because I'm going to get the resource I need.
So
I'm going to be full in 2 turns.
Oh, you're full, all right.
Completely full because I'm going to remove some and then I'll have
Yeah.
to build something else. But
Everybody good.
I'll be full of whatever I'm going to build. Yeah.
John's still thinking over there.
Yeah, because no matter where I put this, it's a bit
Yeah,
of a problem.
it is going to be
Okay, it's here. All right.
Tweets.
Oh,
Please,
well,
hey,
okay.
please, hey.
Cottage.
That works for me. I get a cottage as well, finally. Blue one, please. Thanks, sir. Ooh. What do you need?
glass. Oh, good.
So now this guy
Let me
didn't
get
need
it.
wheat. I didn't need wheat. I
I
hate
think
you.
you're a little bit ahead.
Yeah.
Oh.
Everybody
So we
pick
just,
what they
we just
want
did
now.
the wheat
You're
one,
getting
now you're
glass for your
picking,
juice.
so you
Okay,
pick your
yeah.
glass.
right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm
Or
not
pick
going to
what
be
you
building
want.
anything else.
Cottages.
Well, I
You
could
need
build a
one as well.
fountain, but it's not going to. No. I'm going to deliberately
I'm
not
gonna
build a
take
fountain because they don't count.
glass as well.
Can you hear me? 2 cottages, John.
2
One for
cottages.
him, one for me.
Oh, I'm going to say, wow.
And then can I have an inn, please?
Yeah, I'm just,
Not what I wanted.
yeah, well,
If not, I'll put another inn. Okay, so I'm good. Just building it there.
done. I'm going to be done.
You mean both?
I'm going to place 3 resources that are not doing anything. So.
Glass.
That's acceptable.
Doesn't matter.
I just pulled it out.
At least I'll only be minus 3 points. That's a plus.
Well, I mean,
I guess I could.
I don't think there's going to be much others here.
Wheat.
Wheat. Wheat, you say.
Wheat.
You and this wheat can go.
Wheat.
Mike told me that's what he wanted.
Wheat.
Well, yeah, earlier I did. It was perfect.
Oh, okay.
Wheat.
Mike lied.
Everybody good?
No. I hate you, I hate you, I hate you. Or- Actually, I can fix that.
Okay, pick what you want now.
pick what you want.
Brick.
Brick.
And remove these
yeah.
to build a
Brick.
cottage.
And I'm gonna
There,
build myself
yeah.
a
Yeah.
cottage.
Make a
Same
block
here.
of 4 colleges there.
But on nothing, this is a problem.
Yeah. I understand. So you said brick, did you say?
No, your choice.
Or your choice?
Yeah.
Oh, a brick. Fill up the
Okay.
spot. I'm done.
All right, Mike's done.
I'm out.
All right, Mike. So you can start scoring yourself while the rest of us continue.
Okay, that
Yeah,
would.
Where's your pencil?
I don't have a pencil. I got a pen in my pocket.
Okay.
That would complete a green.
Oh, we got a wood? Is that what we got?
Yep.
Yep.
You can knock it off any day now. And nobody's going to
Okay.
complain about that. Isn't that? Alright, so I guess I'll build another fountain.
I built it here.
Building clarifications.
Right next to brown.
All rules. Scoring. Okay.
Brick.
Remove all remaining resource cubes.
So not
Okay.
what I wanted.
Remove
Thanks
remaining
again.
resource cubes. Okay. Each empty square is worth
Take
minus
what you
1.
want.
Take what I want. I will take
Glass.
Minus 3.
stone.
Okay. So I have none of these. I have none of these.
Stone.
I have none of
Nope,
these.
I'm out, apparently.
I have
Yep.
none of these.
You couldn't draw a piece of glass, you jerk.
That's right.
I
I'm
get
gonna put it in my
3
warehouse.
for that one.
I'm done.
Wait, is it pick one now?
I think it's one more. Yeah, one more.
One more? Okay.
You couldn't have just glass.
Okay, so I get.
What?
That was the
So
one.
Like if you
this
just
one is
the other
a
one,
base, so-
Yeah.
I would have been fine. I could have built another building, but no, you had to be a jerk.
And it's
Yeah,
three
that-
points
You
for
know,
each
this is where we
building
edit
fed.
the video. Beep.
Yeah, that just messed me up.
So 21, 24
You out now
is
too?
3 is
Yeah.
21.
So it's just
If
me.
it had been a wood, I would have been
You wanna go to
fine.
the store?
According
Any of glass.
to this, I would be a carpenter if I was
Yes,
playing
it
solo.
Doesn't really matter. 'cause I
Okay,
can't-
so first step for you is to remove your
You're still going, right?
unused
yeah,
resources.
but it doesn't matter what I
You
build
can get
here.
a fountain.
And it's
They're not
minus
against
1 for
anything
each
either.
square unless
They're
you
Minus
not
one.
ready for me.
So you're minus.
I think I'm
But-
just gonna call it.
But with the fountain, at least building one
Minus
fountain, you
5.
will
It doesn't
not
give me
lose.
Okay,
any-
so
Oh,
you
because
do
you- yeah,
not
because
have any
never
green
mind.
buildings.
That's game.
No.
You
Okay.
do not have any warehouses.
So first you remove all those.
What else don't you have? Oh, you don't have the big yellow building either.
market.
Okay, so cottages, you have 4 times 3 is 12.
Mhm.
You don't have this building either, the big orange thing.
Nope, Gabby.
You get 2 sets of 2 points for 4. And what's that worth?
2 for each building type your town is missing. So I
You're
only have-
missing building type that you're missing?
Mhm.
1, 2, 3, 4. You're missing 4
so
building
8
types.
points.
That turns out to be
That's why I just went just 2 building
Wow.
types.
So 12,
There you go.
16, 24 minus 5 is 19.
Okay.
Very nice.
Shelby.
Okay, I don't have any market or warehouses.
No warehouse?
No warehouse. I have 5 fed houses, so 10.
No, they're 3 each.
Oh, yeah,
Got it.
15 then.
By heart attack, I just
I do
realized
have
didn't
one
check
Abbey.
the audio.
And it's worth what? If not adjacent, is it non-adjacent?
Yes, it is. It is
So it's worth 3.
3 points. Yeah.
Uh,
I don't have any inns. I don't have any markets. I have one set of fountains, and then that's worth 8 points because I built it with 6 buildings on
How many empty squares?
5.
15, 18, 28 minus 5 is 23. Currently in the lead.
Chris.
Okay, Chris.
Spell with a C.
CHRS.
You have a warehouse?
No.
Okay, contiguous fed cottages.
2.
2 times 3 is 6. Do you have any of these?
Abbey.
I have an Abbey.
You have an abbey that is not adjacent to any of those 3 types
Right,
of buildings,
it's good.
correct?
Yep.
So it's worth 3.
Mm-hmm.
Any inns that are not in a
One.
row or
Yep.
so it's worth how much?
3.
3. Got any?
Got one single market.
Market.
And it's
1.
So it's 1 point.
1
Yeah.
point. Fountains
I
worth
have-
2.
One set for
Pair
2
of
points.
Tower
I do have my tower.
worth how much?
It's not worth any points. It
No.
just let him build buildings wherever he
Oh.
wanted.
Yeah, so I can just take anything.
How many empty squares?
6.
9, 10, 13, 15 minus 6, 9. You're at the bottom. Sorry.
Okay.
Cecil Levi.
Josh,
Warehouse -1 because I've got 1 resource on it.
minus 1. Fed cottages,
3, so 9.
whatever this silly spire thing is.
You
Abbey,
yep, I good, and I meet the conditions.
3 points for
yep.
the Abbey. How about this situation?
I'm good there for the inn.
I don't like
3
the
more
Abbey.
points.
It's not that many points, and it's the
No.
pain
One
that I
for my
can put
market.
out.
That's why I built it
2 for
first,
my
because I was
fountains.
like,
I
it's
didn't
3
want it
points.
because
Tower?
there's 2 points for each
Worth 2
non.
points.
Yeah.
How many empty spots?
Doesn't matter because they're all worth 0.
Okay, so 9, 10, 16, 20 minus 1 is 19. And you're right, Shelby won.
Still win.
See, I told you.
High tide with the jerk. Alright, so I'm in 3rd place with you. Alright, cool. Well, thanks for watching, guys. Go ahead and stop this for a second.